January 3, 2026. Michael Schumacher turns 57, and once again, no one sees his face. No new photo, no video, nothing. Just one sentence, written by his daughter, "The best forever. Happy birthday, Dad." Why did those 4 words from Gina move the F1 world so much, and, more importantly, what do they reveal about who Michael is today? Michael Schumacher's 57th birthday is not just another date on the calendar. It is as if, once a year, the entire world looks at the same place, and finds an idol who is present and absent at the same time. On one side, Ferrari, Mercedes, and Formula One itself posting tributes, victory replays, trophies being lifted. On the other, a quiet house in Switzerland, where that same 7-time world champion has lived for more than 12 years, far from any camera. The central question is, what does this mix of silence and Gina's tribute really reveal about the Michael of today? The teams in F1 talk about the champion. The family talks about the man. From the official side of the sport, the cut is the same as always: 91 wins, pole positions, fastest laps, Ferrari's golden era. It is the Schumacher who appears in documentaries, in comparisons with Senna, Hamilton, Verstappen. But that is not the Schumacher Gina and Corinna are seeing. Gina chooses a childhood photo, with no red car, no race suit, no helmet. It is Michael in shorts, a t-shirt, a father's smile. The caption is almost a manifesto from the family: "The best forever. Happy birthday, Dad." If she wanted to talk about the 7-time champion, she could have just picked a helmet, a flag, a podium shot. Instead, she does the opposite. She pulls her father back inside the house, to the pre-accident years. And then comes another line that changes everything, from Corinna, just a few days earlier, on the 12th anniversary of the accident: "I miss Michael every day. But it is not just me who misses him. It is the kids, the family, everyone around him. Everyone misses Michael, but Michael is here, different, but here. He still shows me how strong he is every day." This is maybe the most revealing statement since 2013. And she does it without giving away any clinical detail. Different, but here. That phrase is brutal. It says 2 things at the same time. First, the Michael the world knew is no longer there in the way we remember. Second, even so, he has not disappeared. He exists, he lives with them, he feels, he affects the family around him. It is almost as if Corinna were drawing a line. I know you want to know exactly how he is, but the only part one I'm going to share with the world is this: he has changed, but he is still fighting. And this is where Gina's tribute gains another layer. Because if the husband is different, but here, the father in the childhood photo is the best forever. The daughter is freezing in time, the version of Michael she wants to show the world. The whole father, before the trauma, living a life that seemed perfect. Since the accident on December 29, 2013, the Schumacher family made a decision that goes against everything that became standard in the social media era. Not turning pain into content. No hospital photos. No rehab videos. No recovery diary. Michael was, literally, erased from the public eye. That does not mean he vanished from F1. On the contrary, he may never have been as celebrated as he has been since the accident. But he stopped being an active character in his own story. In many similar cases, major public figures who suffer serious accidents or illnesses, the script usually runs the other way. The family moves closer to the media, shares details, authorizes documentaries. In Michael's case, the opposite happened. We are the ones chasing fragments. And it is the family who decides when and how much to open up. That completely changes the way the Schumacher myth is consumed today. Instead of following the recovery in real time, the world has been stuck in an endless loop of peak memories. The flying laps at Monza. The titles in Suzuka. The horse radio screaming, "We did it." The Michael who exists for the public is, essentially, the Michael from before 2013. And here comes an insight that his 57th birthday throws wide open. The memory F1 has of Schumacher is of a man frozen in time. The memory his family has is of someone who keeps changing every single day. When Corinna writes that she misses Michael every day, she is saying something very hard. I live with him. He is in my house. And even so, I miss him. It is the perfect description of someone who is physically present, but distant from the person he used to be. When she adds that, he still shows me how strong he is every day, there is another indirect message. There is a fight. There is resistance. There is a bond. And where does Formula One fit in all this? It ends up in an uncomfortable place. Because, in sporting terms, the series lost one of its greatest symbols while he was still alive. And it cannot count on him for anything you would expect. Michael as a presence in the paddock. As a team advisor. As an ambassador at global events. As a father in the garage following Mick. None of that happened. And it will not happen. F1 kept the legacy, but lost the protagonist. That is why these annual tributes always carry a melancholic subtext. When a team posts, "Happy birthday, Michael," what lies underneath is, "We wish so much you were here." In the end, this 57th birthday lays bare a kind of silent pact. On one side, the family paid the highest emotional price and decided, this suffering will not become entertainment. On the other side, the F1 world, teams, former rivals, fans who grew up watching his races on YouTube. These people slowly learned how to live with a hero who is alive but unreachable. And in between, in the small space where those two worlds almost touch, moments like this birthday appear. A sentence from Corinna. Different, but here. A photo from Gina. The best forever. Together, those two lines tell us everything we really know for sure about the Michael of today. He is not the same, and he never will be again. But he remains, in some way, the center of gravity of that family and a gigantic shadow over the history of Formula One. The big revelation behind this birthday is less, how is Michael? And more, how do we choose to remember Michael? The family answers with childhood memories and unconditional love. F1 answers with statistics, podiums, replays of historic races. And we, as fans, are left caught between those two images, accepting that maybe the biggest mystery of the modern era is not a regulation change or a race strategy, but the carefully protected silence around its greatest idol. If you want to keep digging into these layers that hide behind a simple social media post, that is exactly what we do here on F1 Revealed.